What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy GS. Welcome back to another Madden 17 online gameplay. Today, we are going to go on ahead and see what we can do with the boys. See what we can get going with the Dallas Cowboys. And it just so happens that I get matched up against he was ranked number 1 on the leaderboard about 4 or 5 days ago. I matched up against somebody who had Dallas as well, and I didn't want a Dallas mirror, so I asked him for a friendly quit, and thankfully he obliged. So then we get into this game right here, and he happens to be ranked number 2 now. So I didn't know this, while playing. The name did look familiar though, and didn't really have too much that was like, if you take a look at his team too, he played over like 1,000 games, and at least 995 of them are with the Texans. He always plays with the Texans. And right there should have been, he didn't do anything that was oh my god, this is tough to stop, but he was very consistent though. Like everything he did, he was just very crisp with his play calling, always like one step ahead. And I'll give credit where credit is due. Right there, he lobs it up though. We do come away with the interception, so that right there was a very big turn of events. He just lobbed it up right there, and we get a huge interception. So let's see if we can go ahead and turn those into some points. Try to run to the right side. Elliott, come on, man. Pull his shoulder forward, run over somebody. Right here, we run to the right, and we had him unblocked, and we end up forced to punt the ball. 4th down swag. Love it, live it, learn it. Going to go on ahead and use that special teams on 4th down, man. And again, it's going to make me play better. When if you are forced to punt on 4th down, every time you get to a 4th down, it just makes your play calling just a little bit more better. As right here, he gets a big run over there towards the left side. One thing that he called a lot was bench and bench switch. So the outside guys on the snugs were going out in corner routes, just post towards the sideline. And it was a little difficult, man. Spotlighting, put in purple. You'll see. It gave me some trouble. In M.U.T obviously is easier because you have guys with better coverage. And that's the downfall with, going from M.U.T, where I know it's easier to stop things because guys have better play rec. They have more speed. They have better zone coverage, to where in regs, oh my goodness, that right there. He was mainly on defense. He didn't really send any blitzes. He would just stay in like a cover 3, cover 4 majority of the game. And that purple I did not think was going to play the outside. I try to make sure my inside slot would be played by the purple, and I thought wrong. So good pick by him. 2nd and 10 right here over the middle, and he had good users. Again, credit where credit is due. He's a good player. He's ranked where he is for a reason. Even though the leaderboard isn't really what it was in the once before. Because you could just get in the leaderboards now just by playing a lot of games. Like his win percentage isn't the best. His win percentage is something I don't know. He's got to be like a 65-35, win to loss ratio. Where before, I remember in the old days, top 100 was like, look at that broken tackle right there. Top 100 was like very, 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 very difficult to get into, and guys had like some crazy records to even get in there. Right here, we just hit the flats and we drop it. Not due to contact, we just drop it. So it's not looking good for me. I'm out here struggling. I only drove right there. Des Bryant caught it, but then dropped it on his way up, which right there we pick up the 1st down to avoid the punts. So 1st and 10 right here. We do we get ball at halftime? I think we do. Not really sure. Yeah, we do. We get ball at halftime. So a score right here could put us right back in the game. If we can get back-to-back scores, then we can go on ahead and hopefully get a stop and, tie the game up. But it all starts with this possession right here. So we roll out, and unfortunately nobody's open. He would come on quarters and run like under smoke and, have like zero coverage. So his defense was a little wacky. Just wasn't, prepared for it, I guess. Like I said, he did a very good job of just sneaking in defenses. He was just one step ahead of me every single, every play call on both sides of the ball. The things he were doing wasn't necessarily tough to stop, but it is tough to stop when you know, he's just one step ahead of you, man. Everything you do, he's just making, like right there, just that right there was tough to give up. And I feel like that score we had was just, we just gave it right back. So 12 seconds remaining right here. First and go, and he ends up going to the left side, scoring a touchdown. So just like that, he ends up scoring. And you guys can see the length of the video. You guys know the deal. We were definitely outmatched here. Good opponent. You know, again, didn't do anything too, too difficult to stop. But he did just a great job of being very efficient on, you know, both sides of the ball. Very good users. And on offense, his play calling was just always just, you know, one step ahead of me, man. Like, he would call a play, I would remember it. He would call that same play again, except this time he made a different adjustment to it, and he would catch me off guard with it. Like, you know, definitely give credit where credit is due. Definitely a good opponent. And unfortunately, we end up losing this one. Right here, we end up fumbling, and this is where we're just going to go on ahead and concede to the better player on this day. So unfortunately, we got to take a big fat L. That's the end of the video, fellas. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We got Goomba stomped. Hopefully we can go on ahead and take it out on our next opponent. Follow me on Twitter if you guys don't already. See you guys next video. Peace!